For today's video, I wanted to discuss something that I've kind of bandied back and forth and I've really been reticent to get into because it's a touchy issue, but I'm starting to see a trend forming in our industry that's really beginning to worry me. And it is basically if you're not a former Special Forces operator, you may not be worth listening to. Now understand, for quite some time we've had this inane fascination with all things SF, but now, because our industry is in a major slump, it's quite comical because with President Trump taking office, essentially taking the specter of gun grabbing out of the equation, no one's buying. And now we're watching people glomming together in the industry, trying to stay financially viable. Companies merging is what I'm getting at, and they're still falling off the cliff. And so now what we've got going on in the industry, I'm starting to watch a trend where now we have people putting out videos that are based on content where the mentality is, well, if you're not a guy who's ever been in a fight, we're somehow expected to believe that if you've never been in a gunfight, you have absolutely nothing viable to share, which couldn't be further from the truth. I've never been in a firefight, but I've been in gunfights. It took me a long time to realize the difference. As a police officer, we did things that we went at people that we knew had guns, and we dominated them with violence of action, and we kept it from turning into a firefight. That is no different than a private citizen who's trying to head to their car, and someone approaches them and they quickly draw a firearm, and they're able to control that person with verbal commands and a look of absolute intent on their face. That's a gunfight. There was a gun involved, wasn't there? And the difficulty that I'm having in watching the trend that's forming in our industry is basically what we're being told once again by the tactical industry that is employing former Special Forces operators, top tier. Honestly, at this point, they're almost all former Special Forces operators. I mean, the cops are just kind of even being shoved off to the wayside. And we're all being collectively told, unless you're former SF, you're nobody. You're not worth listening to. And to that I say, guys, what this boils down to is, this is our industry. We, the private citizens, not theirs. It's yours, it's mine. You tell the industry what you want to see, what you want to watch, what you want to hear, who you want to listen to. And understand, I'm going to preface this statement by saying this. I am not selling anything. I don't train. I'd love to train, but the kind of training that I want to do, I can't get an insurance writer for. I want to train people very close on steel. You can't get insured for that. So the fact that I'm telling you this means that I'm not adding anything to my pocket, nor am I detracting anything from my pocket. This is purely my opinion as a former police officer, which honestly, the former law enforcement really has very little bearing on who I am as a person and on my skill level. Because with the exception of, I don't know, six classes, the 40+ classes that I've been to now were all done after law enforcement. So I got them as a private citizen, like you guys, like the majority of you watching, just, you know, plain old law-abiding, gun-toting American citizens. So don't drink the Kool-Aid, guys, because I drank it for a very, very long time, and it's bull. It's all bull. Every last bit of it is bull. Look around you, guys. Get your head up. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid, because I am watching our industry changing once again right before my eyes, and it's actually changing not even for the better this go-round. It's changing and is actually getting worse. So send a very clear message to the industry. Stop the crap, stop the bull, give us what we need as private citizens, which is good, solid instruction, which is what I'm trying to give you guys here. As always, I thank you guys for watching. God bless you all. Get those guns out in practice. Have a good one.